Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to compliment you, sir, on this very important gesture that our honorable colleague from Sindh province, Senator Keshu Bhai Sahiba, was chairing this session on Kashmir, which sent a message that Pakistan's federation and the House of the Federation is inclusive, pluralist and tolerant, which is what the vision of the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah has been. And that is why the Pakistan flag has green as well as 26% of that white, which is for non-Muslim Pakistanis, of which she is a very distinguished representative as a colleague. Thank you, sir. And today I think it is in that spirit that both sides of the aisle, opposition and government, have united to promote, preserve and protect the Kashmir cause, because Kashmir, together with the nuclear program and the CPEC, are three issues which are above party lines on which there is a national strategic objective. I'll just make two short points, sir. Number one, what has been the transformation after 5th of August 2019 when the Modi regime illegally annexed, occupied Kashmir? Arundhati Roy is one of the leading writers of South Asia. She is an Indian, and she wrote in the New York Times on August 19th after the annexation, and she said, and I quote, "In today's India, RSS is the state, and in today's India, an architecture of fascism is being erected." Quote unquote, New York Times article of Arundhati Roy. And what is the consequence of that? The transformation of the demographic balance in Indian occupied Kashmir, trying to transform a majority into a minority like Palestine. 4 million new domiciles have been issued. 1.2 million people have been put on the voters list. $5.3 billion have been squandered to the Kashmir economy. 500,000 Kashmiris have lost their jobs, and you can see 15,000 people have been arrested. And there was a long list of my honorable colleague Senator Mushtaq Sahab. I'll just add one which he missed out. Dr. Qasim Faktu, for 27 years he is there. Unki kitab bhi aayi hai, Bang, jisko humne launch bhi kiya tha, and he is the husband of Asiya Andrabi Sahiba. So you can see that. And secondly, in India today, instead of a secular, inclusive and pluralist India, we are seeing the Republic of Hindutva, a fascist republic under Modi's RSS. And I think the most important statement has been given on 12th of January 2022 by Dr. Gregory Stanton. He is the chairman of the Genocide Watch, and I would like the honorable members of the Treasury to take note of it. He gave a testimony to the American Congress. He's an American. He said that in India there is the makings of a genocide, quote unquote genocide, starting with Kashmir and Assam also against Muslims. So this is what is happening. So what do we need to do? Just मैं कहूँगा, बड़ी अच्छी लिस्ट दी इन्होंने मुश्ताक साहब ने, तीन चीजें होनी चाहिए. Number one, strategic clarity. We do not have a clear India policy, and I think this applies also to the establishment and also to the military and the political establishment should have a clear India policy. A year ago we were told Mr. Modi is willing to talk on Kashmir. We were told that India is willing to discuss everything. They have used that as a decoy to strengthen their occupation. और अभी भी लाहौर से आवाज़ें आती हैं बिजनेस कम्युनिटी के इंडिया से तजारत करेंगे, मोदी आएगा. आई एम सॉरी, वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ अ पर्सन हु इज अ किलर ऑफ people who's committing genocide. So we should have strategic clarity on India that they do not wish us well. एक तरफ हम कहते हैं कि वो दहशतगर्दी फैला रहे हैं बलूचिस्तान में, खैबर पख्तूनख्वा में, रॉ ये कर रहा है, दूसरी तरफ हम तैयारी कर रहे हैं मोदी को वेलकम करने की. The two do not go together. We should be very clear on India policy, number one. Number two, it's an issue also of lawfare which we have not used. If Gambia, a small country of 5 lakhs, can go to the court, International Court of Justice, in November 2019 against the massacre by Myanmar about Rohingya, and then on 23rd of January 2020, our International Court of Justice says there's a genocide in Rohingya. Why can't we do the same on RSS when we have people like Dr. Gregory Stenson saying there's a genocide? And the third thing, finally, Mr. Chairman, is 70% of the battle is the battle of ideas, the battle of narratives. Parliamentary diplomacy, think tanks, academia, Kashmiri diaspora. These are the weapons in our struggle. The Kashmiri people are resisting, and we are fully behind this resistance all the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ji. Janab Ali Muhammad Khan, sir.